Hello everyone, this is Barbie Listener here. Thank you for joining me today and many thanks to all my subscribers. This is the first episode of a mini-series on Barbie doll designers. This one is going to be about Bill Greening's dolls in my collection, and there will be two more episodes, one on Angel Kent and one on Carla Nuera. And I decided to start with Bill Greening because his dolls got me back into collecting as an adult. And this video is going to be about basically all my Looks dolls. Anyway, as the recent departure of Bill Greening from Mattel, as we don't know how many dolls from his making is going to be there in the future, probably not too many, and I would love to see another Looks line for sure, which is probably something that is not going to happen. So let's focus on what do we have here. I'm not a completionist, so these are not the complete Looks series. I don't have every single doll there is. I only got the ones that I loved and that I wanted. So that's that. A little bit about Bill Greening. He started working at Mattel 25 years ago, and he's behind lovely late 90s and early 2000 dolls like Cool Clips Barbie or Picture Pocket Barbies and many other Playland dolls. But later on, he worked on many collectors Barbie. He worked on the Repro series, really famous Barbie Basics, and of course my favorite Looks line that we are looking on today. I think that he is so loved among doll collectors because that is who Bill Greening is. He is a collector himself, and he used this as an advantage at his work at Mattel. And I'm wondering if the designs he makes are just the dolls that he would love to collect himself as a collector. That would be really cool guidance for him, I guess. Another thing that worth mentioning is his love for the original 60s Barbies and the 60s aesthetics in general. I love how he is able to connect his passion for this era into nowadays dolls, and I don't mean just the last designer doll that just screams 60s, but many other subtle references or details through the Looks line in general. In the first part of this video, I'm going to show you the dolls, how they came in the box. I dressed them to their original clothes and to their original shoes. And in the other half of the video, there are going to be the restyles of all the dolls, and also I'm going to show you how I like to use the fashion on other dolls, let's say. Also, the information on the first line at Mattel Creation website is much more extended than on the later lines. They say that they are featuring on-trend fashion with photo-worthy design. Barbie Looks dolls inspire the stylist within. Then they mention that they have new face sculpts and postable articulated bodies, and also the fact that they are ready to style, pose, photograph, and post. So they basically encourage you to have them as these models, these canvases for future restyles and play. Also, they provide other information to that the face sculpts are new, and what I found really interesting was that they mentioned that eyelashes are painted. I guess that Bill Greening wanted to share that because he's famous for giving his dolls eyelashes. And there is also information what the dolls is wearing on the website. I feel like they put some extra work into the first line. So here is my model number 2, Elle, in her black jumpsuit and her silver boots. She has an incredibly beautiful makeup, painted eyelashes or not. Her hair is the nicest afro I've seen so far on a doll. I have a Mermaid Tamika and Bellatrix Lestrange doll, and their hair just can't compare to this doll quality. As for her styling, I made her hair into strand twist, dip her hair into hot water, let it air dry, and then let it loose, and it gave her such a nice volume. Here is model number 3, Kit. I call mine Josie. She was the first doll I bought myself after my husband gave me the Looks 12 as a gift. We were watching Twin Peaks at the time, so Josie was an obvious name for this doll. I love her makeup, it's so subtle, it's so 60s in my opinion. Also, I happen to have two of this doll. I put the other one on a tennis player eventually, even though it's not a perfect match. But I needed a petite body for another doll. Also, I really love her shoes, those platform slides. Not only they look amazing, but they also make it possible to for a doll to stand by herself. So that's definitely a con, in my opinion. Here you can have a look on those twins, but not twins. Anyway, I really love this face sculpt. I really love this hairstyle. And yeah, she's definitely one of my favorites. And what I also love about this doll is her black midskirt. It's really nice and neutral piece of fashion that I like to use quite often when it with other outfits. So yeah, that's my favorite. Next one is model number 4. One of the guys here, his sculpt name is John. I named mine doll William. I never done anything to his bun hairstyle, as I know I can't put it back as it was, and I kind of like it how it is for this particular doll. He has very handsome face. Look at these cheekbones of his. I got him together with Looks 9 and Looks 13, so he was among my first 5 dolls I got. To be honest, I wish they used this head sculpt at least once again. It would be great if they do one line with 4 guys and 2 girls. That's an idea. I really love his high tops. They have this cute detail having written Ken on them, and that's just really nice in my opinion. Here is next doll. That one is lovely Victoria, model number 6. I call mine Anike. She's on a tall body and she's one of my total faves. I think that she's incredibly beautiful. She really gives me the 60s vibes with her hairstyle, the cut of her dress, her makeup, and I got her as my 6th and 7th Looks doll together with Elle. So I did already had Victoria from the 3rd wave. So it was fun for me to start discovering all about the same face sculpts of dolls. And yeah, she's one of a kind. And yeah, she wasn't hurt during making this video I want to say. Her boots are also very nice, and I really love this dress. They look amazing on many dolls, and I wish I had like 5 of these in 5 different colors for my dolls. So maybe someday I will just copy this pattern and make it happen, really. Anyway, that was all my dolls from the first wave, and here we go with the second wave, black and silver combination one. I have 3 dolls from the 6 dolls that were in a second wave. I wish I got Lux 10, Simone, but I think she wasn't even available here where I live, and she is selling for crazy prices now. So, yeah. Tamika here is model number 7. She is the petite one from this line. According to Bill Greening's Instagram account, she is his favorite from his line, and I get it. She has a hell of a personality, even though she is a petite. I bought her as a body donor for my mermaid Ariel, but the minute I saw her, I knew her head is staying, and she is just amazing. I'm not the biggest fan of this fashion together. I like to combine it with some other pieces, let's say. But I really love her shoes. Those are really cool, and I think that they just reuse this mold for new basic dolls. One of them definitely have these shoes in black on her feet. So that's another reason why to get the Barbie Basics from 2025. Model number 9, Cam, I call my Mano, which is a short for Emmanuel, but everyone calls him Mano. I was so thrilled when I found out about this guy. He has long, dark, rooted hair. He has such a dramatic face. I can't say who is more handsome, if it's Cam here or John, but I love them both. Also, here's a fun fact about me. I've never ever owned a blonde, blue-eyed Ken doll. Actually, only, well, he's not a Ken, but he's a male doll. And that's my Dumbledore doll, or Michael Gambon doll. He has blue eyes. But yeah, so here is the reason for these dark hair, dark eye, stranger kind of guys. I love them in my collection. I love his fashion, especially the neutral black t-shirt. I kind of love these silver pants. Some of my Barbies loves to wear them. And the boots are one of a kind, and again, I wish I had a pair for each of my candle, because these boots, they are amazing. Here is my patient 0, Lux number 12, Frida. I call mine Frida with an I, as Frida Kahlo. She was my first doll as an adult. My husband gave her to me after we saw the movie, and I told him I loved dolls as a kid. Another fun fact, she came naked. Yeah, as he wasn't an experienced doll buyer, he didn't know that that wasn't normal or what. I eventually got her dress on eBay, and I also learned a lot about new body types, and I just fell in love with a made-to-move body. That is such a cool feature for me. I love her makeup, even though it's kind of too much for me, and I really wish to see this face mold at least once again with a different makeup, with a different style. That would be so nice to see Frida face sculpt once again, because she's so unique, so down to earth, And yeah, she's definitely one of my favorites. And I can also relate on her curvy features. As I got her naked and I was trying some old fashion on her, I found out that most of my childhood Barbie fashion doesn't fit her. And that was such a new experience to have with a Barbie doll that she doesn't fit into clothes. And that's definitely something I could relate to. Here are my only two dolls from the third wave. I was kind of unimpressed with this wave. I hope that the black, white, silver color theme would last forever. Also, they own us a gold and black theme, in my opinion. Instead, we got color block. Here is my color block Looks 13 Victoria. I actually call this one Victoria. She was kind of an impulsive purchase as I just saw Barbie Nation video about her and I was about to buy John and Cam. I just put her into basket. She went through some transformation after. I straightened her hair a bit. I also put her on a tall body. This head looks so much better in my opinion on a tall body and I also needed her body for my Minerva McGonagall or Maggie Smith doll. I love her dramatic makeup and I kept her original hands so there is not such a color difference when she touches her face. I don't love the dress for her, but they are not a bad dress and I found really cute way how to style it on other dolls. This is look 15 Carol. I bought two of this doll as a body donors. I even sent one head to my friend Valeria and I gave the dress, the spare dress to my other friend Wendy and I put mine spare head to original body. I toned her lips a bit so they are not so pink as they were originally. And I don't know, I just don't know. I find it difficult to bond with her. I mean, she's pretty, she's beautiful, I know it, I can see that. But I don't know why I just don't love her. Let me know in the comments if that's something that happens to you with some other dolls, if you experience this also. Anyway, one of the new Barbie Basics dolls have Carl face mold. She's the blonde one and I would love to get her when it's possible. So yeah, that was Luke's from the third wave and last wave so far is the fourth wave. Here I have only two dolls and as I'm sucker for Victoria I have two of them. I definitely want to get Ginger Andra and maybe Heidi or the Buffkin. So yeah, basically I want all of them. Looks 22 Victoria. As you may know, she used to be petted. I find it interesting that the screening of this doll is slightly different on each doll as I can compare it as I have two. Because yeah, she wasn't available here at first, so I ordered her from Mattel Creations and I was so scared that her screening will be bad, so I bought two. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I put one of them on a tall body and one of them on a original body. Tall girl is Layla and the original one is Linda. They are like twins, but so very different. As you can see, the original jumpsuit fits the original body, even though the pants are too short. But it doesn't fit a tall body at all, so I made an alternation to one of the fashion as I have two of them and it didn't fit the tall body. I just ripped the seam and cleaned the edges. No fabric was cut here and yeah, it's a definitely different kind of look. There is still the Velcro on the back. And yeah, I'm kind of happy with that, and I'm happy that even tall Victoria can kind of wear her original outfit or piece of that. Anyway, I really love the makeup. It just reminds me of the 90s aesthetic and the early series of Friends and their makeup. Last but not least is Simone here. She's model number 24. I just love her face, her expression, her sass. So I style her hair in a way that the bangs are not in her face. I also put her on a tall body. She feels so much happier on a tall body. And I'm happy that as she was curvy, she still can wear her original shoes on her tall feet. I guess that she's my most altered looks doll as she doesn't wear her bangs, she's on a tall body, and she also has a tattoo that wasn't meant for her originally, as this body was used to be on a different head. But I think that she can have it and she can definitely kill it. So she has this small heart on her heart area. So yeah, she is my last Barbie look so far, and she's also last in the line and the last one that I've purchased. And that's all my looks doll. Now let's have a look on my favorite restyles for this doll. I occasionally like to sew for my dolls, so some of the fashion is sewn by me. And yeah, let's dive in. Here is Adele in some colors. She's wearing Barbie extra pullover, and this actually a knockoff dress. After some time, I just realized they're knockoff, but yeah, I didn't mind. Here are my petite loves. Josie is wearing a jumpsuit I made, and boots and jacket from a Disney pack, and Tamika is wearing Snow White's blouse and vintage jean skirt from a Calico. But I also want to show you this Barbie core style of mine for Josie here. She is one lady in a pink ready for a party. And I also like when some of my dolls are doing some cosplay. So Tall Kid here is being Bellatrix Lestrange, and my lovely petite Tamika is Peter Pan. Yeah, and I think that she is just amazing in this green brown outfit, and she's definitely like a fairy tale kind of fantasy. So yeah, I like this style for them. Here is my lovely Frida. She's one classy lady. I sewn this outfit for her, and yeah, she can go for a walk. She can spend a day in an office. She can do anything being dressed like that. And to tone it a little bit down, she's wearing a Bambi necklace that is really sweet and cute, and from this distance you can't even say it's Bambi, but I love it. Here is my lovely Mano and William in their sweatshirts. I made those for them too, and yeah, it's more like an autumn kind of vibe outfit, but I love those sweatshirts and I love those guys in those sweatshirts. I also made those pants. Of course, I'm aware that the stripes on William's trousers are too wide, but yeah. Here is my Victoria squad. First of all, Victoria number 6, she doesn't need a restyle. She just can have this jacket or a coat and she's perfect. Here is my take on a tennis outfit I made, and yeah, one look on a perfect Victoria. She's just great, and I love this dress. I've already told you that. And here is other two Victorias in this kind of fashion. Those are actually my favorite dress. As you can see, I make those a lot. Yeah, I have even two more in a different colors for my dolls. They are really easy to be made. They are my favorite pattern, and I think that my Victoria squad is just amazing looking in those dresses. And yeah, I try to match the colors the best for them. Here is my lovely Simone, who I actually call Michelle. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I think that she can be a badass in black and faux leather and high boots, listening her music, going on a concert, even though the headphones are pink, but they are Disney, so they are pink, yeah. And yeah, that's my badass Michelle. Here is Carl, dressed in gold and yellow, and she just glows. She just glows in yellow, and I like the black combination for her belt and shoes. So she's one classy lady too, I guess. Yeah, it was fun dressing her, and it helped a bit to bond with her, to be honest. Here is a look on how I like to dress my other dolls into looks fashion. Just a few examples. First, Gloria here is looking amazing in the black jumpsuit. And it's not the only thing that she has from Looks dolls. She has also Looks 24 curvy body. The black top Gary is wearing should be part of every Ken doll or male doll packaging, I think. My mermaids, Caspia and Mala, definitely love the pastel fashion of the first wave. The black skirt is very popular. I've mentioned that even though I have two, I need at least 7 of them. Also, if anyone looks amazing in this Looks 13 dress, it's Brooklyn here. She is amazing, and it even goes nicely with those mini brand shoes. When I was researching for this mini-series, I found out that most of my dolls are made by Bill Greening, Caroline Nuera and Angel Ken Designs. Then I have a bunch of old and vintage playline dolls who I was unable to ID based on the designers. So that's that. I also guess that even though Bill Greening is credited for the doll, I think that there are actually more than one person working on a final design of a doll. I would love to know more about the sculpt creators and the authors, but I guess that this kind of information is part of the corporate secret, so we will never know. Anyway, as I was going deeper into this video, I realized that there probably won't be any other Bill Greening's Looks Dolls line. There are those 25 dolls, and that's it, which is such a pity. I would love to see what he comes with next. Anyway, I'm happy that I can have so many wonderful Looks dolls. I'm happy that they are here with us. These are amazing dolls. I love them as they are, but I also love the huge inspirational potential of these dolls, and they inspired me a big time. So yeah, these were my Looks doll. These were my video about my Bill Greening dolls. Thanks for watching. Let me know what do you think in the comments below. Like the video. Also subscribe if you are new here. And yeah, that's a huge help for my dolls. Also, don't hesitate and check me on my Instagram. Link is in the channel description. Thank you very much for watching, and see you some next time. Bye bye.